My name is Tim Maria, host of Digital Health Live at CES 2015, sponsored by WebMD, and we have Shana Guthie from Duthie Consulting Group. Flew up from LA, actually helped power the event this year, and but I'm curious to see more about your personality and what's your background.
Yeah, so Tim, one of the things that I really am passionate about is technology. And one of the things that doesn't always go hand in hand with technology is the end-to-end customer experience. So basically from the start to the end, what is the customer experience from the time they order their product to the time their product is shipped, to what happens when they get their product, how they contact customer service, what happens if something's wrong with their product, and then how they experience their product, and then give the feedback loop to the company and how they can use that data to then further enhance their products or their service or the overall customer experience. So that's what I'm really passionate about. Started off my career with a company called SOS Wireless Communication, which was one of the first 3-button emergency phones. That ended up evolving into a product called Jitterbug. So I'm actually patented on the very first Jitterbug handset, and that is now known as Great Call. And then after working...
That's Great Call.
That's a great call, and it was a great call. And actually, it was great seeing David Inns here. You know, everybody's like family, so that was cool. And I actually bumped into their CFO in the elevator this morning. And if I hadn't bumped into him and he hadn't been looking for my badge, which I forgot to put on, I would have had to walk all the way back. So thank goodness for Bill. But I then started working more on the medical side. So I worked for MD Live for 18 months, helping them set up their very first customer experience. So working within their, we called them medical specialists, basically, how they take calls and how patients or the customers were transported to the doctor. So I worked on that experience. And then more recently, I've worked with another company here in the telemedicine, Doctor on Demand. But my real love is working with companies that are in the emerging space and really making sure that the customer is getting what they're paying for and that they are the advocates for the brand. If your customers can advocate for your brand, it's a win.
Yeah, and a lot of things are subtle too, and a lot of engineering teams, especially in the medical health space, aren't experts at consumer-grade marketing, and that'll make or break your company just as much as your product will.
Right, absolutely. And, you know, it's the little things. I spend a lot of time working with senior products. Senior products, people don't understand dexterity issues are huge. They can't read. I mean, I have to admit, I turned 50 this year. It's freaky for me. I can now join AARP. So you might all laugh, right? But, you know, I've noticed my eyesight kind of going, and I have to hold things out here. So if you're dealing with marketing to the older, you know, you have to take those things into consideration.
It's a huge market.
And it's a huge and growing market. And so it's really exciting, I think, here at CES to see how technology is going to change our lives. So I really like to think of myself as more of a lifestyle marketer, and what can we do to enhance people's lifestyles and do that while making their experience as being a customer, right, great. And I think healthcare is really starting to take that on, and that's why I've been getting very involved in the healthcare side, because we're all consumers of healthcare. Even physicians themselves consume healthcare.
So how do people connect up with you and team up with you to tap your expertise?
They can find me on LinkedIn at Shana Guthie. You can follow me on Twitter at Shana Guthie. You can visit me online at ShanaGuthieCG for consultinggroup.com. So those are 3 ways you can find me.
And you're really fun to work with. You take stress probably better than anybody I've worked with. I mean, I get stressed out, and I'm working on calming down a little bit because we go through a lot here at the event. But we knocked it out. I think you did a great job, and it really changed the game. And I learned a lot from you, so thank you.
All right, thank you. It's been fun.